Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. The 1969 Apollo 11 space mission was the one which included the moonwalk by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. An extraordinary achievement to have two people walking on the moon. The third member of the team, Michael Collins, who died last week at the age of 90, didn't go to the moon. He was responsible for keeping things moving and properly operating on the spacecraft as it orbited the moon, waiting for the return of the two moonwalkers. In other words, he did the background stuff, and it was absolutely essential to the success of the mission that what he did was proper and accurate. And he came back with the other two, but to much less acclaim. They were the ones who got all the interviews and who were in the limelight because of what they'd done on the moon. He took a bit of a back seat, but his work was equally important. I think there are various attitudes that we have to people who work in the background. Sometimes that's where we want to be. We prefer that to the limelight. There are others of us who can't stand being in the background. We like to be up front all the time. We like to be the ones who everybody notices. And the rest of us are somewhere in the range between those two extremes. But I think all of us, at one time or another, will have been grateful for background work, for people who do things behind the scenes, just get on with it, but make life easier, better, more successful for others who are more upfront. And so that's what I want to remember today with gratitude, those who do that unseen background work. There are at least two examples of that in the Bible. One is John the Baptist, who said, I need to grow less so that he can grow more, referring to Jesus. But when Jesus was asked about John the Baptist, he praised him to high heaven and said, effectively, what a great job he'd done. The other one is John Mark, who is responsible for the second of the four Gospels. John Mark, who was apparently a lad who was in the Garden of Gethsemane when Jesus was arrested, but very much in the background and able to escape. He also travelled with the Apostle Paul and Barnabas on one of their mission journeys, but he didn't stay long. He left and came home, much to Paul's annoyance, really. A background boy, and yet he'd been able to see things and to respond to things in a way that enabled him to produce what, for many, is the most wonderful of the Gospels, and it's certainly the one upon which at least two of the others base a lot of their material. And so I think it's true not only that we need to be grateful for background people, but also to recognise that often people who are in the background, quietly getting on with things, can see things more clearly, just as Mark did, than those of us who are concentrating on being more up front. So it's an interesting day for you, if you are a background person. Just celebrate the way in which you, from that position, can often see things that others can't. And if you're somebody who likes to be up front, or that's where you are at the moment, then let's be grateful together for those who do the background work that enables us to get on with the things that are important to us.